Okay, so are you ready to get our brains working?
Always.
All right, because today we're diving into a book list that claims to be like the ultimate guide to success.
Oh, this should be good.
Yeah, it's from the Grim Hustle YouTube channel, and they
Mhm.
call it like 12 books that'll unlock your potential or something.
I've seen that channel. They're all about like that hardcore self-improvement grind.
Yeah, but the thing is, this list is super interesting. It's got some of those like classic self-help books, but then it also throws in some curveballs.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, we'll get to those. But I
Sure.
think what's cool is that it's not just about like making money or climbing the corporate ladder.
Right.
It's more about like building a fulfilling life across the board, you know?
I like that holistic approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning. The first two books are all about freedom, mental and physical freedom.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So we have Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Oh, the Roman emperor.
Yeah. And then The Science of Being Well by Wallace D. Wattles.
So ancient philosophy and then like early 20th century wellness.
It's a wild combo, right?
Yeah, but I guess it kind of makes sense.
How so?
Well, if you think about it, freedom starts with your mind and body. Like you need to be mentally and physically resilient to really achieve anything.
That's true.
So Marcus Aurelius was all about stoicism, this idea of focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and letting go of everything else.
Which can be hard.
Super hard, especially in today's world.
Totally.
Yeah.
But imagine being able to apply that to like a crazy day at work.
Oh man, that would be a game changer.
Right. Instead of stressing out about things you can't control, you focus on your own tasks and reactions
You'd be way more productive for sure.
and less likely to have a meltdown.
Exactly. And then with Waddles, it's all about understanding that our natural state is to be healthy.
Okay.
So he talks about how positive thinking and living in alignment with nature can lead to well-being.
I like that. So you're saying even Grim Hustle acknowledges that you need to take care of yourself to actually hustle effectively.
I think so. You can't grind if you're burnt out all the time.
Makes sense. So after freedom, we move on to building a strong foundation.
Okay. The base upon which to build our success.
Exactly. And for this, we have three very different books. Walden by Henry David Thoreau, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Wow. The art of war, that's a little intense.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's a method to the madness here.
How so?
Well, Thoreau's Walden is all about simplifying your life, getting back to nature.
Right. Less is more.
Exactly. And then Carnegie teaches us how to build strong relationships with people.
Crucial for any kind of success, really.
Absolutely. And then Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It's not about actual fighting, of course.
Of course.
It's about strategy, understanding your opponent and your competition and anticipating their moves.
So you could outmaneuver them?
Yeah, whether you're in business or just trying to navigate a tricky situation with a friend or family member.
Interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's about having a plan and being prepared for anything.
Okay. I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Me too. So now we've got our inner freedom, a strong foundation. And next up, it's time to tackle finances.
Ah, money, money, money.
Yep. Grim Hustle recommends two books for this. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill,
A classic.
but a controversial one.
How so?
Well, some people find Hill's claims to be a bit out there.
Like what?
You know, like that you can
Yeah.
manifest wealth just by thinking about it hard enough.
The law of attraction.
Exactly. And while I think it's important to be critical of any self-help advice, there's no denying the power of a positive mindset.
True. Believing in yourself can be a huge motivator.
Yeah. And Hill emphasizes the importance of visualization and setting clear goals.
So whether or not you agree with all his methods, there's still valuable stuff in there.
Absolutely. And then the second book for this section is a little unexpected. It's Modern Money Mechanics by the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago.
Wait, the Federal Reserve wrote a self-help book?
Not exactly.
Okay, because that would be pretty wild.
Yeah, it's more of an educational resource, but it's super interesting.
What's it about?
Well, it explains how money is created, how banks work the role of the Federal Reserve, all that stuff.
So it's like taking a peek behind the curtain of the financial system.
Yep. And I think it's included on this list because it encourages you to think critically about money.
Not just how to earn it, but how it actually functions.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about becoming financially literate, which is crucial for success in any field.
Yeah. You can't make smart decisions if you don't understand the system you're operating in.
So we've covered Freedom Foundation finances, and now we get to the really interesting part of this list. It's time to talk about love, family, and society.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Right. And the book Grim Hustle recommends for this is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy.
Oh, wow, that's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a long one. But it's considered one of the greatest novels ever written for a reason.
I've heard it's epic.
It is. It's about love and family and the complexities of human relationships, all set against the backdrop of war and historical upheaval.
So it's about understanding the bigger picture
Exactly. How all these different forces shape our lives.
and how we navigate them.
Right. And I think it's included here because it connects to what we were just talking about with modern money mechanics.
How so?
Well, both books encourage us to think about the systems we're a part of.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
The financial system and the larger societal system.
Right. We can't just focus on individual success. We have to understand the context we're operating in.
That makes sense. It's about seeing the interconnectedness of everything.
And for the complexities of society, we move to something a little more introspective.
Right.
The next 3 books are all about cultivating beauty, honor, and spirituality.
Interesting. What are the books?
We have Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman, Bushido, The Soul of Japan by Inazo Nintobi, and The Dark Night of the Soul by St. John of the Cross,
Wow, that's quite a mix.
right? So Whitman's poetry is all about celebrating the human spirit and finding beauty in the everyday.
Okay.
Bushido explores the Japanese code of honor and ethical conduct.
I've heard of that. It's about living with integrity and courage.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And then The Dark Night of the Soul is about navigating spiritual challenges and coming out stronger on the other side.
So it's about facing your inner demons.
And I think all 3 of these books are included because they emphasize the importance of inner growth.
Right. Success isn't just about external achievements.
It's about cultivating your inner world as well.
Your values, your beliefs, your sense of self.
Exactly. It's about becoming a well-rounded individual.
Someone who's not just successful, but also fulfilled.
And finally, we reach the end of this epic journey with Seneca's On the Shortness of Life.
Okay, I've heard of that one. It's about making the most of your time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seneca argues that life isn't actually short, but we waste so much of it.
On things that don't matter.
Yep. He encourages us to live intentionally and focus on what's truly important.
To not let life pass us by.
And I think it's a fitting end to this list because it brings everything full circle.
How so?
Well, we started with freedom, then built a foundation, then explored different aspects of success.
Right.
And now we're reminded that time is precious.
That we need to make every moment count.
Exactly. So it's a call to action to use everything we've learned to create a life that's truly meaningful.
Wow, this list has been quite the roller coaster.
It has, right?
From Stoic philosophy to samurai codes to the Federal Reserve.
It's definitely made me rethink my definition of success.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
not just about hustling and grinding.
It's about cultivating your inner world, building strong relationships, and understanding the systems you're a part of.
And ultimately, it's about living a life that you're proud of.
A life that leaves a positive impact on the world.
Well said. I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have, and I hope our listeners are feeling inspired to do some reading.
Yeah. Out of these 12 books, which one are you going to pick up first?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know, right? There's so many good choices.
Well, let us know in the comments which book speaks to you the most and why.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And until next time, keep diving deep.
See you then. See you then.